Today is a historical day. As Your Excellency pointed out, the importance of telling the truth. They say, speak the truth, even if your voice shakes. I'm glad to see that we are perhaps ready to admit that the SDGs have indeed failed and that we may need to rethink and redefine our approach to life and to society. The topic given to me was children and peace. I'd like for us to speak the truth today and become answerable to the 468 million children of the world who are victims of wars and conflicts. That's 1 in 6 children globally. In Gaza, in Africa, in Afghanistan, in South America. And then there are other numbers. We live in a world where the global ammunitions market is expected to reach close to $90 billion by 2030. That's the other global agenda here. Friends, we have failed the children of the world. I was at the Ukraine border a few years ago, and I remember to this day when I saw these little girls and little boys holding on to their toys, their belongings, crossing the border, not knowing what lay on the other side. The Ukraine war has affected 7 million children. I actually wanted to look up what the word affected means, and it actually means violence, loss of family, displacement, and disrupted and denial of education. Now the question is, what would we do if these children were our own children? What would we do if they were our own younger brothers and sisters or our nephews and nieces? Would we sit here? Would we discuss, debate, argue, politicize the deaths of these children? The deaths of their lives? The deaths of their dreams? As our founder, Nobel Peace Laureate Kailash Satyarthi says, we have globalized markets, we have globalized data, we have globalized resources. It's time for us to globalize compassion for the children of the world, because they are all our children. He got together a group of over 100 Nobel laureates who came together and signed a declaration that said, it doesn't matter if the child is from Israel or if the child is from Palestine. That child belongs to the world, belongs to all of us. And it's time for us to consider that. Compassion is when you feel the pain and suffering of another person as your own, right? And you stand up and you take action. It is when you problem solve in a mindful, practical, and sustainable manner. And I'm so proud to say that we have launched the Satyarthi Movement for Global Compassion. And just today, we'll be launching the Compassionate Leadership Academy, which we are doing in partnership with UNESCO and the Harvard School of Education. We are also creating something called the Compassion Quotient, which actually forces us to look at, measure, and perhaps enhance an individual and institution's ability to be compassionate, to take compassionate action, and have compassionate intelligence. Friends, we need to fight this apathy, the disconnect, the divisions, and the hatred with compassionate leadership in all walks of life. It was wonderful to hear about the solutions that have already been implemented. Why can't we learn from them? And of course, women leaders are important. I'd like to leave you with an acronym that my very smart assistant found in her research. The acronym is WCNSF. Wounded child, no surviving family. I'd like to take the liberty of reading a few lines of a poem that I had written during COVID when a child was found next to the body of her dead mother. Open your eyes, Ma. It's my turn to sleep. Play with me a little, Ma. Sing that special song. Are you playing dead, Ma? Even so, it's my turn to play. I'm getting scared, Ma. I'll even let you win. Are you sleeping so deeply, Ma? You never did before. My every twist and every turn was always just enough. Are you pretending, Ma, because you don't have milk for me? Wake up, Ma. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm getting scared, Ma. I'm telling you, you won. Wounded child, no surviving family. Let's be answerable to that child as we sit here and leave this room today, wherever they are in the world. Let's find the compassion to act with honesty, with urgency, with relevance, with meaning. Let's globalize compassion. Thank you very much.